European Union through the French Development Agency and Cemempo in Finland. Have you been promised before? When someone makes a promise to you, most especially during this crucial hour, and say, Matthias or Joy, I'm going to give you $500 tomorrow. Imagine thinking about taking into consideration the holiday, the pressure that comes with, holiday. It's just that this holiday is okay. It fell on Saturday. So it doesn't even feel like a holiday is coming. If they have falling on maybe on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, somewhere midweek, fine. But let's put it in context here. If someone promises you, what comes to mind? I don't know about you, but for me, once you make a promise to me, ask some of my brabine, they know. Oh yeah. I think you make a promise, I'll call, I'll text to do reminders, just in case. The point I'm making is when someone makes a promise to you, you know what they've done? For me, the way I feel is that some way, somehow you sat down somewhere and through divinity, through the divine grace of God, you felt that your little brother has a problem. And you called him. Say, Matthias, yeah, my man called me by Friday. I will send you some kind of bulk. By that time, from Tuesday you place that call to Friday, I've already planned. $20 will go for the bag of rice. Seriously. This will go for this one, and this will go for this other one, and then that's how I'm just going to plan it. By the time that plan is made, the plan is made because somebody made a promise. So my hope, my plans, all are now rested on the promise you made. So most of the time, the reason why people don't regard certain people, when you break certain promise. A lady, for example, would say, okay, you know what, that guy should have gotten married to me, but he did not see me befitting of a wife. He left me after 10, 15, 20 years of all the good things he said to me. He got married. I'm going to go to that wedding and destroy that wedding because you broke a promise. So why am I talking about promises? Somebody say, Matthias, go straight to the point, boy. Absolutely, we're going to go to the point. But you know what? I'm going to leave it hanging. And now you are wondering, define this promise thing, get to the me part of the promise, and I'm going to get to it. If you want to hear more, stay with us. My name is Matthias Labindi, and I'm here with my colleague Joy Madie Moore.
My people, what see we will get to? Why will we benefit when we set our forest? Labyrinths, don't destroy the forest. Why do we have to show when we give the forest?
And I like the question. What do we have to show when we give the forest away? Joy, speak. I don't know which mic is that. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got it. All right. Good afternoon, Joy, and welcome.
Good afternoon, Matthias Labendi. Welcome as well.
Go ahead.
Promise. Mm-hmm. Let me just list the relaying stations, then we'll get back to the promise.
Right.
Okay, as usual, the alternative youth radio that is in the Lofa County, the Voice of Papalo that is in the Popolo City, Liberty Radio in the Greenville, Sano County, Radio Halengi that is in the Golahon District, and the Riverside Broadcasting Service in the Riverside County. You mentioned promise and you say, oh, I will call, I will text. May I just, I greet you in the name of the Lord. I hope all is well. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, please be reminded that you promised me. I'll just be like, I greet you in the name of the Lord. I hope all is well. I'm just checking in. That's a perfect reminder.
When I said I would text, I'm not going to be reminding to say I'm going to go back to saying exactly what you said. But basically, I'm just going to say, hey, good morning, big brother. How are you today?
All is well. In other words, do not forget, I hope you still stay strong.
Until one day, there's this big brother, we're so cool. And he's like, oh, yeah, Matthias, I forgot. Why didn't you remind me? Say, Chief.
So we're not going to let that. We're not going to allow them use that as an excuse.
Absolutely not. But
so
now,
just go into that.
Absolutely. So so now you want to understand what exactly we meant by broken promises. If someone breaks a promise, we're going to be visiting 2 counties today.
Okay.
And the 2 counties, they have similar situations. The layers of their problems may vary, but the effect and as well as the promise is the same.
Yes.
So we're talking about Gedeh County and Lofa. So we started asking a question about promises. Have you made a promise people before, or has someone made a promise to you before, and so on? I know you, but the question I'm asking right now, some of you don't call on a show today. Let me provide disclaimer. Please do not call and start to talk about how somebody promised you the
They
last
broke your
time
heart.
they broke my heart. No, I beg you, gentlemen and ladies that may calling. Don't say somebody promised you Christmas or 26 money, they didn't give it to you. We basically using the word promise to set the basis of our conversation this afternoon. And I'm saying this to say that the companies coming to our country, all right, most especially the logging sector, and this is what we're looking at. In the logging sector, the companies will come, they go to the environment, the community, the various communities, and they'll find out what exactly is in this area. Do we have the proper logs? Yeah, you have the logs, they have the forest, and so they go through the 9 steps with the FDA and the CFMB and the community people as well. They will gather, they go through the processes and think the community people, they understand everything. So when they get done with everything, then they sign an agreement. Most of the time, the agreements are range from 15 years, mostly 15 years.
Yes.
All right. So with these contracts have been signed, these agreements have been signed between the community people and the companies. The companies will state in their own agreement that during this period to this period, we are going to be providing X, Y, Z to this community, while we will be harvesting logs as well. All right. Another group will say, okay, during this period to this period, we're going to build schools, we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
And sometimes again, we categorize it like, in the first 2 years,
Yes.
we're going to do this amount.
No, they can mostly do a breakdown of what's going to be achieved, how their own social responsibility to the community going to be given to the community in phases. So
Right.
we are here for 15 years now. You don't expect us to deliver everything in the first 5 years.
Yes.
So in the first 2 years, to tell you that we are a responsible company, we're going to make sure that we build all the latrines. If it is the 10 or 15 latrines that we promised, we're going to build all of the 15 latrines in all of the various communities that the latrines belong. We're going to do all of the hand pumps. We're going to ensure that we open the farm to market roads. Because that's part of our responsibility. Because
Yes.
as we're felling down the trees might block some of your areas that you usually pass. So we're going to open different roads for you. In the first 5 years, we're going to do this and that and that and that.
Exactly.
Moving forward, in fact, the scholarship fund going to be provided as well. And
we're going to start with a certain amount, maybe 50,000, so the children can start from there
Right.
as time goes by.
As time
and we
goes
can
by.
Follow.
Right.
Yeah.
Then the people will look at this thing written beautifully. And so then they read to that people. The people say, yeah, but they put in a gag intention. And thing. It's similar to having the Bondi Mandingo Community Forest.
Yes.
I think they gave them a $30,000. Send the men and get 30,000, men and
Yes.
get it. So they took all the logs from there and they left. So the point we are making this afternoon is that in Gedeh County, in fact, the lawmaker there had to even write. Madam Mary Johnson had to communicate with the body. But let's open the conversation this way. Madam, the town chief in this area in Gedeh County is Madam Bayu. Her full name here, she's from the Konobo, the Konobo Community Forest. She's the town chief, Ophelia B. Bayu.
Oh, a lady.
Yeah, Ophelia.
Okay.
I've come across, a lot of female town chiefs.
It is my first time hearing
And in
about
fact, young town chiefs as well in some areas. I think somewhere in Nimba County, there's a village. I mean, I remember right now, but there's a village there. It's a very young guy, 28 years old. He's a town chief.
Oh, wow.
In that area.
I'm not impressed. I'm impressed with the lady aspect.
Oh, yeah, there are women town chiefs, all right? But you watched the movie called Woman King, right?
Yes, I did.
And mostly when women are in authority, how they display. But I mean, Joy, to get into the meat of this conversation, in this area, in the Konobo Community Forest, now this is what the town chief said. They came, cut down our trees, and gave us no benefit. Then they quietly returned to take their machines, leaving our forest damaged and over 550 logs behind. This is a criminal act.
It is.
It's like you enter someone's house to rent. The person gave you this apartment, and you told them, "I'm going to pay 6 months. Trust me, I am hustling, trying to get a job, and so before the 1 year ends, I'm going to make sure that I get the remaining 6 months. Because of the magnanimity of this person, you decided to stay.
Right.
6 months ended. You engage your second 6 months. 1 year has passed. You've gone to almost 1 year, 5 months, almost 2 years. You can pay. One day, the man, while he left for work, you pack all of your belongings from the apartment and you escape the place. That's criminal.
Of course.
This is similar to what this Horizon company did in the Conabo Community Forest area. In fact, the people term the entire contract as a logging scam.
And you know the interesting thing? I don't know if you look at the name of the company, the Horizon. This company caused problem before that we talk about it on air. And now they went another place and caused another damage, leaving the people shocked that they signed a 15 years agreement. And guess what? They ran away, leaving only one hand pump and one latrine.
One latrine.
After harvesting lots and lots of logs. And I start there, they say, okay, since we see their log running away, we either would damage the other one. We don't care. Leaving 550 damaged logs. It's just there. That's not fair, Matthias.
And looking at it from the environmental perspective,
Okay.
right, Joy, when you have 550 logs abandoned in the forest and these logs get rotten, do you know the effect of rotting 550 logs in an environment?
That's so many
Just
effects.
one log get rotting in this place, the bugs and other things that may come from
Exactly.
there and go into the bushes, and in fact it will chase animals away. So this company has done this. The people have many names for it. They say the company is a 419 company. They only came to hustle on our forest and leave us with nothing. Some of the community members said.
Yeah.
They said, in fact, they call the company logging. This is a logging scam. They scam us. So as a result of this, there's tension currently, rising in the boundary town in Conabo district after Horizon Logging Company disappeared without notice, 1 year into a 5-year contract. This company actually signed a 5-year contract. I think it's in Lofa that they signed 15 years. 1 year into the 5-year contract that was expected to transform the local community. Beautiful promise, but unkept. The agreement signed in 2021 and originally designed for 15 years was expected to bring lasting impact, but instead, residents said they feel used and abandoned. So the community leaders are demanding full investigation. They are calling on county and national authorities to hold Horizon Logging Limited accountable for damages. So we contacted Madam Mary Johnson. Currently, she's busy doing something, so she said she would get back to us another time for us to have a conversation on this. Because Madam Johnson wrote a communication to her colleagues before.
Yeah, I think.
And yes, she's
You read
district
it?
number 2, right?
Yeah, district number 2.
District number 2, Gedeh County District 2 Representative Mary Johnson. In her communication, she said, "I write to bring to your attention the ongoing abandonment of logs in the forest and the failure of Horizon Logging Company to fulfill its corporate social responsibilities under the terms of its concession agreement." So while communities call for an investigation, many seem good concerns about a culture of impunity make people worry that such investigation is unlikely to happen. There's this thing, Joy, right? While we're talking about promises, we're also talking about people executing their responsibilities wherever they find themselves.
Right.
You and I, there was a particular time I think we came here on this year. New Year was on Thursday, right? This year, January 1st was on Thursday. We had to come here to do the show.
I can't remember.
All right. We had to come here to do the show. I came along anyway, so you were not here that day.
Yes.
He's
Yes, I
here.
was-
All right. But the thing is, Joy, basically about you being able. There's a young guy in this building called Sak, right? Sak takes care of the sound system, the social media. All right. I was just joking, Sak. Say, Sak, well, you sit down all day? I said, yeah, I mean, that's his work. It's discipline. It is basically, it's discipline. It's not just anything. It's somebody being disciplined. The point I'm making is, there are people, imagine the community, the investigation has not been conducted yet. The people are already saying, the way the culture of impunity is like this in this country, Liberia, what is even going to come out of this?
I can come here, babe.
Go ahead.
Okay, Matthias Levendi. We are looking at the promises, the broken promises. Let's take it from the other angle as right? You know, promise, somebody can do anything for you sometimes, and maybe based on their problems that they explain, or maybe you see them going through struggles and you desire to help them, you promise them, right? Yes, it can happen. But right, in the case, from the angle I'm looking at, it could be you taking this thing from me, Joy. Oh, I love this trouser. Can you please give it to me? If you give it to me, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to negotiate. So I don't want to see it as a promise anymore. I want to see it as my right, because you're taking what belongs to me to replace it.
Right.
Yes, Matthias. So I think let's look at it from the other side of
No,
right.
you're right, Joy.
And promise.
You are right, Joy. You are right. But either way you put it, contextually, it would still stand. Promise would still suffice, because the thing is, all right, if you didn't have something, this company would not have come to you. The company came, yeah, you have it. So agreement is about promises made to each party.
Yeah.
That's how agreement MOUs are done. I promise in this MOU that my part of the bargain is to provide you airtime.
Okay.
So in this MOU, your part of the bargain is that you come here, you produce your program.
I'll have to cut you a bit. Yes.
Right.
So if I fulfill my promise to you,
Right.
your promise become my right.
Absolutely. Both of us, we are right.
Yes.
You're right, I'm right. So the community people fulfill their part of the promise, that by providing the forest.
Yes,
That they
of
got the
course.
logs.
Yes,
They
they
harvested
did.
logs and so. In fact, they did not just harvest log and ship, but they harvested logs and abandoned.
Yes, Matthias.
Abandoned about 550 pieces of
Why
Do you
would they
know
do that?
you're talking about 550 pieces of logs abandoned in an environment? And when when those logs get rotten, you know what that's going to mean to the community. So these are broken promises, and they hurt the community. The promises, when you break a promise, as we're giving the analogy when we started the show, and you know, jovial from, but it's a reality. There are many people you are sitting somewhere today. They will tell you, I don't trust anybody.
Yes.
Sometimes when you hear people saying, I don't trust anyone, even myself, when they include
Yes.
themselves in that expression,
It's based on
it tells you the degree of disappointment that person
Exactly,
must
the
have
amount of
experienced.
experiences
Exactly.
they have encountered. And one of the things that puzzles me is, I don't know if the wasteful log, the log that they abandon, I don't know if they decide to be wasteful or just wicked, because why would they abandon the logs when they claim that they need it
And then
and they harvested it?
and then the unfortunate thing that the information is that these people, they left and they came surreptitiously to pick up their equipment and
leave.
get out of there. I mean,
Yes.
that is this is a sad reality.
It is.
Now, Joy, the challenge here is that if your child, you're a father or a mother, and then maybe somebody offends your child, no matter how bad that child may be,
Yeah.
and then the child, some people around say, go call your pa, go tell your pa, the thing the person did to you, that bad thing. The child stands there and says to that person, I will tell my pa, but what things will come from other A.
I'm saying.
Do you know the degree of distrust that child has in that father that will make them to sit down and say, but what will even come from other A? That's this thing want to put tear from my eyes, because look at the people. Their forest is affected. They have harvested their logs. They are now saying, but to whom do we take our complaint to?
I mean, all the times that we've been complaining, we have not seen any real effort that will satisfy us.
Right. The logs are here. The FDA is responsible to ensure that these people go there. In fact, when you abandon, if you go to the forest law now, you understand that there are days. They get fined for you leaving your log in this environment for 90 days, for 30 days, for 150 days, for 200 days, depending. And that log have been there for more than 100 days. So the people are saying no. But let's move away from Konobo Community Forest and go to Blue Yama Community Forest in Lofa County. Similar story. In the Blue Yama Community Forest, the writer of the story, he's a real good storyteller. Peter Colley wrote, he said, deep in the forest region of Blue Yama Clan, Zozo Administrative District, sits a decaying sawmill site, littered with abandoned planks, broken hopes, and mounting frustration. A community once promised development and prosperity through logging activities is now battling the harsh reality of a company that vanished without fulfilling its obligations. Gay Flossin Korbala, Secretary General of the Community Forest Management Body, of Blue Yema clan revealed in an exclusive interview with the Liberia Forest Media Watch that the logging company Sing Africa Plantation entered the region in September 2017 and began active operations by October of the same year. In this quote, Koluba is quoted as saying, they started brushing the road from Bue to Bagulazo, and up to the sawmill, which marked the starting point of the concession area, Kobala explained. According to Kobala, the company abruptly halted operations in 2021, claiming they were heading to Bapolo County in search of special timber species not available in Blue Yema's forest. They assured the community of their return, a promise that never materialized. To our surprise, this person is saying, the company left the county secretly, even before the government, GT Bank, or we, the community, could realize what had happened.
This is interesting.
Tension between the community and the company had long been simmering. Kobala disclosed that several protests were staged while the company was still operating. The people protested when the company started relocating equipment despite assuring us of a return.
No trust.
We questioned them, but the government intervened, urging calm and promising that the company would resume operations, he added. Despite the assurance, Sim Africa never came back. The community, feeling deceived, placed a moratorium. No assets were to leave the site unless the company fulfilled its obligations. The agreement signed between the community and Sim Africa outlined several commitments, including the construction of schools, clinics, and roads. None of these promises were fulfilled, Kobala said with frustration. The company operated in our land for years and left us with nothing. Oh, what an emotional article. The company polluted some of the community's natural water sources, creating environmental hazards that remain unaddressed, community asserted. John Wa Gayflow, head of security at the abandoned sawmill site and a citizen of Bagulazo town, disclosed that the site was officially taken over by GT Bank on June 15, 2023. The bank, he explained, sued Sim Africa and won the case. GT Bank asked us to document everything the company left behind so they could find buyers to recoup some of the debts, Gayflow stated. The company owes the bank over $3 million
Wow.
while it owes the community $180,000 and former workers over $300,000, security officer Gayflow further disclosed. Liberia Forest Media Watch learned over 10 potential investors have accessed the site of the abandoned logs and equipment with the aim to bid for the logs, but most of them have been deterred by the poor road conditions, which make access difficult, especially during the rainy season. The community and the bank face another pressing challenge, the risk of the abandoned planks spoiling, Kobala warned. If we don't get investors or buyers within the next 2 to 3 months, everything will be lost. The building is deteriorating rapidly. Although GT Bank currently pays security mining the site, frustration is growing. Community insists that no materials should be moved until their debts are paid. Kobala blamed the Liberian government for its failure to properly vet the logging company before granting a concession. They were supposed to deposit certain funds into the national budget and validate the company's credibility. That didn't happen, and now everyone is left chasing shadows. Ah, my God.
You want to continue?
I want to end it. It's emotional. Both Kobala and Gayflow are calling for immediate action. They urge the government, international partners, and potential investors to intervene before the situation deteriorates. As the once promising forest site continues to rot in silence, Blue Yema Clan is left asking, who will answer for the lost promises? The people of Blue Yema have all right to worry about how they will get their unpaid benefits due to the authorities' failure to act swiftly. In May 2024, Liberia Forest Media Watch published a story titled Logging Company Flees Liberia, Leaving Behind Financial Liabilities. Following the publication, the FDA, through its Deputy Managing Director, Madam Nyale, a team of FDA officials, including a court sheriff, to Bloyema to ascertain reports of abandoned logs and the unceremonious departure of Sin Africa plantation from the community. Since the visit, not much has been heard of the action taken by the FDA as the community continues to grapple with the aftermath of the bad logging contract. Few things, Joy. Few things from this article. The story is the same, I told you.
Yes.
The people, they themselves, the Bloyema people are also asking themselves, to whom do we take our complaint? Because according to them, imagine when the people were protesting, right? Government intervened, right, for calm.
Yes.
Government took time to intervene for calm. Why government couldn't use the same intervention to advocate for the welfare of the people?
I'm speechless.
Imagine $180,000 owed the community.
3 million.
3 million to the bank.
How
No,
did
no,
that
no, no.
happen?
Come to think of it. Let me step outside of my natural resource reporting a bit. I've had conversation with this guy called Dominic Nimile repeatedly.
Yeah.
One of Dominic Nimile's major saying that the Liberian businesses are confronted with is this stigma of the people of Liberian businesses not paying loan. But how on earth? How on earth? Anyway, it's okay. How on earth would somebody come from a different country
Yes.
in the name of coming to invest? Do you know what invest is?
Can we
What?
budget?
But use the
Can
word
we
invest
finance
now.
this?
When you say invest, you're putting in. You're not taking out.
Matthias, I think their definition of invest is to come and hustle.
But these are hustlers. How can somebody claim to be an investor come and took loan from a bank in Liberia?
Over
So these
300
people,
million.
you won't tell me, so they people then can give, the people then. Let me put it. So you see
But
how you looking, you see how you look, a bow.
Very
No,
bad.
a bar. When
It
Dominic
is.
Nimine that get the used car error. When he go for loan, he say, you give me 1 million. Even though he account, not trying to expose a young man, maybe he has more than that. You give me even $500,000. They will even want to take the whole interest for all the money before they get them any money. But this company went to Lofa County to operate. A bank in Liberia, GT Bank, could give that company $3 million. And now GT Bank is seizing material. No, a sweep for your GT
mean,
Bank. For me,
but-
no, a sweep for GT Bank for now. I'm not what they pay
No,
GT
but-
Bank is none of my business.
It is
Our
not.
major concern here is that the community people, those are our people. Those are the ones we are advocating for. Is in Africa likes you should pay or not, or they call pay GT Bank. If GT Bank, if you sell all the materials, if you don't even
It will
get
not
profit,
reach
if you not reach
Matthias.
1 million out of your
Because
business,
what the people needed, they took it already.
they took
and
it already.
left.
Now you have the
So even if
equipment.
it's-
You have the planks in there. It's raining on the planks, and the planks are deteriorating gradually. The building that's holding the plank, the building is also damaging. So GT Bank, I am sending this message to you, GT Bank, so that other banking institutions can understand. Little bit, I know I step away a little bit from forest discussion, but I mean, this is unfair to Liberia. You
It
took
is.
this money and gave it to those white guys because they are white, because of their color, probably racist mentality. That you gave them $3 million. But over 3 million, a local business person. Say my friend Caesar Morris. Say my friend Presley Tenwa. Say Dominic Nimile.
Matthias.
Brilliant young business people. They go to the bank. They don't get the kind of monies. These people took $3 million and went to Lofa County, damaged the forest, and
Ran away
from the
with
area
your money and
with
the
your
law.
money. Now you go to the place. You want go to court. Okay, we finish win the case. Close the machine and generate $3 million. Let's see.
Like first of all, logically, Matthias,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody will come and take $3 million, that you have a collateral that will be worth the $3 million.
Probably they didn't give the money in bulk. They were giving it small.
Still.
Small.
Then why they should puzzle if they truly got the collateral that is worth it, even
But
if they were
if
giving
they
small,
got the
small.
collateral, why would they even go after
That is
do a banner?
out.
You think about it. That's the second part. The third part of the story. The third part of this story that I just read, Joy, is a part of distrust. I made that analogy where a child will be abused somewhere, and that child should go and find hope in the eyes of her father or her mother to complain. But the child would sit down and sob.
And sometimes they'll be like, even if I carry the complaint, my pa will beat me over it.
Exactly. He wouldn't believe me. He wouldn't trust what I would say to him. My parents would not believe me. So that I would sob and swallow my pain, my grief, and console myself. You know, internal consolation, it can help, but sometimes it leads to depression.
And
that's
bravery.
Yes.
Some actions can make, you know, if you grieve, you swallow it without explaining it, it makes you at a certain point in time, sometimes you will take actions that you're not supposed to take.
And that's the point.
Based on the pain that you have carried, you'll be like, this is enough. I can stand anymore.
And sometimes when you least expect certain people to react certain way, they will flip on you in a way that,
yes,
I didn't expect
I
my
did
dad
not
like
do
this.
much.
But Mata, what happened, mama? You're not like that. Probably something have been building
Eating,
up.
yes.
Right? So, folks, this is where we are. You have 20 minutes to call. 20 minutes. That's a lot of time to call. Tell us, are we being sentimental with the discussion? I don't think so. All right? The part of the business I mentioned, I say that intentionally. And I will use this time also to call on our international partners, Pool, European Union, the French Development Agency, all of our friends, local partners, Internews and so on. Whatever support you can give us to continue this kind of advocacy. You know, we are a project-based organization. So as our projects getting to a point of cessation, we have to start to write and other projects again, proposals again to ensure we get something so that we can be running our activities. We hope that, you know, the work we're doing, it is worth, you know, listening to. It is befitting to the nation. So you can join us in this crusade to save Liberia's natural resource sector. My name is Matthias Labindi. I'm always here with my colleague Joy Madiemo. Today is the 24th of July, 2025, and the program is Forest Hour, and it's brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch. We are here Monday to, not Monday to, but just Thursday, 4 to 5 o'clock. Let's have a conversation now. Call us on the numbers 0555 905 905, 0555 905 905, 0777 700 905. Are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program on unfulfilled promises from Konobo Community Forest in Gedeh County and Blue Yuma Community Forest in Lofa County. Joy, what's making you smile?
No, I mean, we have been dealing with cases of, you know, communities suffering and experiencing broken promises, but GT Bank got me, I must admit. I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. I'm frustrated, Matthias.
On behalf of the bank?
On behalf of us.
Okay.
Liberians.
I mean, GT Bank, due to your situation, we're not going to use our platform to advocate for you. If you like to generate,
we're going to deal with them, not to advocate.
Well, you can take if the bank, if you guys can generate that money, fine. Maybe
we wish you luck. By the way.
Wish you luck. By the way, sell the materials and generate the money. Let's hear from this first person. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is Brown Tate from Johnsonville.
Mr. Tate, let's hear you, sir. I mean, I come in order for the 26th, so we can do country chicken and passing over the place. I know you don't want discipline and come to catch.
And let me say hi to Joyce also.
Oh, hello.
You know, I know you have some normal. You can remember there was controversy on the Aquinnable Forest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know horizontal.
Yeah, horizon.
Okay, horizon. And there were people who were defending that horizon. I know you say that are normal. Because people complain about them that they are not doing anything, and other people were naming projects that horizon were carrying on. So where are they today? It is sometimes when something ready to start, our own people can be the cause and get paid to somebody, so-called investor.
Yeah.
Then when they do their people, nothing for them to say. Then even they themselves who trying to buy the so-called investor, then they do their own feature. You know what I mean? When young people have begun always follow your show. So key. People are going back and forth. Some people used to go to studio. Why you see some people will run there to defend?
But why we're talking now, let it call now so we can hear their defense.
You get some of them.
I'm not calling them, let it call. Let it call. Yeah, let it call Nana. Nana, you can defend her. You can know your friend doing your worst moments. Let's see. Hello.
Hello,
Let's hear you, sir.
this is Mr. Dokbo. I call you from Deesville.
Mr. Dogbot, let's hear you.
Okay, Mata, you have said it all. This same issue that you are discussing about Lofa and Kunabo, it is the same thing in Greenville there with the Tatwe Gripo Forest. Saint Sino Forest went to that place, we signed the agreement. All of those things that they promised the people, none had been accomplished. Even the bridge that they said they were building, nothing. So, you know, when the people come around, some of us that can sometimes read when we're telling them that these people are not good for our people, then, of course, other people will see it because they want money. That's what's happening. As we speak now, the CFMB, all of the chairmen, they are working with this government. They don't have time again.
Which
In
is,
fact,
which
the
is, which
company,
is
we
a
don't
sad
even know
one.
where they have their office. All
Imagine
of them
that.
left.
Okay.
So it is the same song that all over the place about these logging companies.
All right, Mr. Dogbot. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Let's hear from this other person. Hello.
Hello,
Let's hear you, sir.
this is Eric Johnson from Cannonsville.
All right.
Thank you for highlighting this issue.
You're welcome, Joe. I'm turning your mic off. You can't be chewing your
that
mic.
you are carrying on, I like it, but I will only advise that you shouldn't advocate for the bank, GD bank.
Oh, no, but you hear
We're
us.
not.
We're not advocating for the bank.
We're not.
We are disappointed. In fact, that
teasing
they can
them.
even that they can give
Yes.
3 million to some foreign folks, and then they're now running around. We went to court. You all lose that. You also lose a case. But it's okay. Go ahead, my brother. Make your point.
So everything will be highlighting. I'd rather you people to help the citizen of that county to be able to benefit instead of the bank.
Absolutely.
In fact,
That's what we.
citizen shouldn't allow them to go and take any tools from out of that place.
No, that one. It's not possible, brother. Because the reason why it's not possible is that they did business with.
All of them help in the process. All of them help in the process. Thank you very much for your show.
Thank you, my
Right.
brother. And you see, Joy, that brother is coming from the same background that maybe some of us are coming from.
Okay.
It is a disappointing moment. All right. Say we have a community loan, operating in Cardwell, where I live. I'm a resident of Cardwell. How is it a community loan when the people in the community cannot take the loan? People from Princeville coming, they're taking the loan, they're doing businesses, they're flourishing. But we that in Cardwell, we can get a loan. So it's the same situation. Liberian operating businesses here, most of the time they struggle to get loans from the banks. But unfortunately, you see these people will come and then I'm a foreign businessman. They can't take loan, and now you cry. No, GD Bank Park should not even take our show. We're talking about the people in
People's
Blue Yama
benefit.
Community Forest. The company owes them $180,000. $300,000 US to former workers. $300,000 US. I mean, sometimes I sit down and ask. Today I went somewhere to meet a friend,
Okay.
and we're having a conversation. She said, Matthias, I mean, how do you describe Liberia? I said, well, I think the country is a country that seems to be in motion, but it seems to be motionless as well.
What do you mean by that?
We appear like we're moving,
Forward?
like we're running.
Okay.
Is that a treadmill? The one that they jog on?
I don't know.
Yeah, in the gym, the treadmill, right? You on that
Really
thing, you don't
should
move,
should know that.
right? You don't move, right? You are at that same place, but you're moving.
Okay.
But again, if maybe in your mind you're moving your body, but you're not actually covering distance. Your speed on the treadmill, right, will read that you are 20, 30, 50 miles, 20 miles,
Yes, Matthias.
right, per the machine. Probably that's how we are. That's how we are. We are acting. We are busy, doing nothing. We are busy sweating, doing nothing. It's like you're writing test. You completely off. Nothing there.
You writing a lot of things on the paper, but nothing sound.
Nothing sound is coming out. But I mean, the point is, how on earth would you even allow this company to relocate to another community? Sing Africa left from Blue Yama and went to Bapolu.
According to the report, the people been protesting. I mean, they never trusted this company, so they've been protesting.
Right.
I think I sure the protest got the government attention or whatsoever it is. The government should have stepped in.
And the government went there and
at
said,
that
"Yo,
very
calm down."
moment. not in the coming down aspect, but take action for the people. Okay, this is it. If you're moving forward, this is what you have to do. These promises gotta be fulfilled first before you move any further, because you cannot say, oh, moving to another area and you're not doing anything, or you did not do anything for the people that should have been done, Matthias. So the government should have stepped in, not to quiet the people down. Yes, it could be you quiet them down
And you call a meeting.
and try to solve the problem,
Right.
where they will get their benefits.
Let's hear you folks. We're talking, unfulfilled promises, broken promises, you want to term it, login scam, you want to put it that way as well. Gedeh and Lofa counties are the latest victims, and in fact, but imagine another thing that that one key takeaway from the stories, right, which are similar.
Okay.
Their experiences are similar, is that the people would say, okay, in our agreement, we are going to ensure that we build hemp farms. One of the cheapest things right now to build is a hemp farm.
The last time we talked
the last
about
time I talked about it, right, and I think I mentioned that maybe I
for
will
10,000.
absolutely, because if it is because somebody said $500, right?
I said it's between 5 to 7, 800,
I mean, you can
based on how deep.
in a year time, if you have like-minded, folks and thing, you can decide to say, you know what, government or no government, gentlemen, we are earning. How much do you earn? And think I need to discover my Metro con. He's an editor of one of the biggest newsrooms in the country, OKFM, so he can be bringing some money. Joseph Daniel has a good job now. He can bring some, and work and get small put it together and be doing our project, hemp pump project. So when you go to do your agreement somewhere, say, don't mention hemp on your agreement. That way you're not part of the benefit.
Yeah,
Even with the sons of this environment, we can build, dig as many hemp pumps as possible.
Yes.
But as cheap as hemp pump is,
Latrine. On our side, most of the times they don't use camel based on how deep the communities are in the forest. They have the little black something that you can squat. I don't know if you have experienced it.
Of course. I've
Yes.
visited rural areas a lot.
That cannot cost even 150.
No, it wouldn't. You get a young man, dig that place. They themselves will do all of the work. If you want to put cover there, you put cover. But I'm not too sure they're going to use cover. That they can't even get 5 of that.
Matthias. And not just it. After you finish damaging, okay, you refuse to build a pump. Then you damage the people water there that they were managing with. When you read the story, you see that.
Right.
You damage the people water that they were managing with. How do you want them to survive? That's being heartless.
Very. Let's hear from this person. Hello.
Good evening, Matthias.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my brother?
Fine, thank you. Welcome.
Good evening to you, Joe Mario.
Good evening to you.
This is Bernard Matthias. I come from the Sink of Bell.
Let's hear you, sir.
I'm lying on my sick bed monitoring the show. In fact, my first time calling on the Forest Arrow.
Welcome.
But I mean, this conversation is so much interesting that actually pushed me to call. Right? This identical company in question, they are staying in Liberia or left because I'm hearing that they are in Bapolu. Hello, Matthias?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, in Africa. Yeah, you're live. Go ahead, sir. Sin Africa is now in
Hello,
Bapolu.
Matthias?
You're live. Hello.
Oh, my God.
I think
it's your network.
Yes.
Please call us back. We're actually getting you, sir. We are getting you here clearly. I think it's your network from your end. Let's hear you. Call us on those numbers. The company actually relocated to Bapolu County. Sin Africa left from Blue Yema Community Forest and relocated to Bapolu County. You can call us back on the numbers 0777 700 905 0555 905 905 are the numbers you can call us on to participate. Let's hear from this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You're live.
Yeah, certainly I'm indoor. That's why I'm in the network stuff.
Okay.
All right. I was asking Matthias, what other guys are still in Liberia?
Yes, I think they're staying in Bapolu County.
But then what is our government doing? Because I don't know who's responsible for that.
The FDA is.
What is the NBC?
The FDA. The FDA.
The federal,
The FDA is responsible for that.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been following most of your program. All right. I mean, the FDA will only go in when there's a protest. We will allow this thing to go off hand, Matthias, before government can step in. Look what it did to the people there. And the government is seated right here. The FDA is here, and I'm not hearing anything from the FDA. All the while you're red. I've not heard anything concerning the F. I mean, it's too frustrating, Matthias, man.
Very, very frustrating.
I mean, agitating every time. People must bring tires on road. People must do before government can move. I mean, the president needs to do something. Those who are responsible for this, the president told the Liberian people business as usual, not business as usual.
Right.
I mean, they should help the president to do some of these things. The president is not everywhere.
Exactly.
I've not heard anything from FDA. That's why that's what I want to ask, because foreign-related issue is from the FDA.
It's from the FDA.
There's nothing.
Right.
When it sees that the poor black road start to burn tires, then you see them running coming up. I mean, but then it's late. Damn, man, too frustrating, Matthias. Thanks for the show, man.
You're welcome, sir. Let's move on to this other person. The information I am just getting from a source from there is that they also disappeared from Bapulu County, just as the way Indo-Africa did. Let's hear. Hello? Okay, that person left the line. Let's hear from this side. Hello?
Okay, finish with that.
Hello?
Yes, let's hear you.
I'm Eric Smokon from Central Virginia.
Let's hear you, sir, from Virginia.
Yeah, Matthias, thank you for the total discussion and thank you to the host. Look, it's very frustrating in this country to see our resources. I work with one local company before. They were around 2021, 2022, they call it LNS. In Grand Battle number 2, or they were working number 2. But the company did anything for the people that today our company left from there, left the people there, no bar, no pump, nothing facility for the people there. And the company talking about the company that hauling log day and night from Baburu too. The same company that left that place, they hauling log from Baburu day and night on the road here. So the government ready to post step for our country, because every day we're going backwards. It's so bad to see our resources going and we achieving nothing in this country.
Nothing. The people come, they get them bank loan. They get them bank loan to go and harvest logs. Then they default on their payment as well. I mean,
exactly. So it's too painful, man.
Too many things.
It's too painful to see our resources leave in the country, and it will benefit in nothing. Our citizens are living at your poverty. Go see the company where they left all of the logs, then spoil the forest, and left it all done, and all of them go back to their country today.
I'm telling you.
What we're heading to in this country every day, one thing and over.
I'm telling you, my brother.
The government ready to do something, man. The government ready to put a step down, score for the country, because at the end of the day, I want great-grandchildren up, because then I get to hear myself again. I think about great-grandchildren.
I'm telling you, that's real. Okay, brother. Thank you so much, my brother, from Virginia. Let's hear from this person. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Let's hear you, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the show. I'm sitting listening to the show and I'm very constrained to call.
Go ahead.
So, as per what you are saying or you people are saying, who is responsible to give license to these people who do this bulking business?
The FDA now, Forestry Development Authority.
And what is their functionaries when it comes to the forest?
They are the police for the forest. They are duty to police the forest. So meaning from getting into contracts with community people or to the harvest and everything, it's their duty to supervise. They should be there all of the time, all through the process.
So you have said it, and then my next question is: do they listen to the show?
Of course, they are listeners of the show. Even now, some of the officials of FDA, I'm told that most of the offices in FDA, the departments, and most of the heads have purchased radios just for the Forest Hour show, and they monitor the show every Thursday. That's reliable information I got from within.
So then, if they are listening all of the time,
they got one interview me.
For me, I listen to your show almost every time I listen to it, but normally I don't call because when it comes to the FDA, I don't know what is their functionaries and who regulates the forest, whether, but the way things are going for us, I don't think we have serious-minded people. We only have people in Liberia to be in position at the end of the month, and then they go to the bank and collect money. I think there is a need for central government, that is the executive now, to step in. And if these people are not willing to work, and then let them get out. We can be.
My man, the people run away. The people dupe the people of the Bondi. It is the same thing Africa that went to the Bondi Manigo Forest.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Okay, thank you, my brother. They put
Thank you so much.
Right, thank you, sir. Let's hear from this person. Hello.
Go, Mataya, I'm back. The Brown, Tate.
Mr. Tate, yeah, briefly.
So, somebody was proposing that government got to do. The government are not even serious. You know, the people, the alien and foreigner outside this country that are coming in, they are realizing that we Liberian people who go for hand out. We don't settle for anything. We are not well intentional for this country. So they play on us. Executives will sit down there and these things going on. And somebody sit down, even the FDA that's sitting down over there. Everybody, the personal interest. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Mr. Tate. All right, and that's the point there, right there. The citizens are speaking. The people are talking. These are the people that go to the ballot box to vote. Let's hear you. Hello.
Hello, Mataya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my name is Daniel calling from Oro.
Let's hear you from Old Road, sir.
My brother, I'm sorry. I mean, I usually don't call on radio. Okay, I don't call. But now what you're explaining, it thing clear in my heart. We think the country will develop. We think the country will develop 178 years. You think we'll develop yet? I don't think so, Mataya. I don't think so.
My brother, let's remain. Thank you so much. I am an optimist, and so I am. Hello.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I like to appreciate you guys topic.
Thank you. You called to appreciate. Let's hear from this other person. Hello.
Good evening, Matthias.
Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Mauricio, and I put you on you from West Point.
Let's hear you from West Point.
You know, Matthias, let me say thank you very much for the topic on the discussion. I always follow your show, but I do have a call. But you see, Matthias, Liberia is not going anywhere as you say. Like we are in virtuous cycle. Everything that been happening from the part 2 regime is it continues to happen, and we keep doing the same thing over and over and want to get different result. But I would interest you to know that people want to get in government to enrich themselves. Even that FDA, some of the companies you see, they really see nothing happening when they do wrong thing because they got bigger hands, even in the FDA and even in government ministers that they give money to every month. It is not the same. But so 2 weeks ago, I went to see the ocean draft. So it was like 2 chairs between the guy in Kosu along with Tongalawani, but what guys? And I started listening to him, pretending my earpiece was in my ear, and I was not listening. He was, oh yeah, I already handled it. How are you talking? I already had with a minister of lens and mind. Don't worry, all the document you want, everything will be okay. And, you know, so I was like, what is going on? I tried paying attention. And at the end of that conversation, what I realized that people need a certain document from government, and you put it in the forefront that you will provide it, and the people will work smoothly in this country, and nothing will happen. Because I saw him giving the insurance. No, we don't want things that we don't want to and say you are evil to this country. The money post I want to pay to government is what you want to take.
Okay.
But let me leave it before I go for nothing. So what is happening is that, my brother, people in government that got the company in the bush, that got even private Liberians in the bush to country for them, to country and then bring the plane into without government benefiting anything. So nothing will happen. Why would company go to Babulu right here and do the wrong thing and maybe leave and go another country and you say they will still operate?
And the minute run away.
Run away.
All right. Thank you so much.
You
He called
deserve to be
from my
angry.
favorite community, West Point.
Oh.
Sometimes you get confused about it. We are like some certain things there. West Point is my favorite community in Liberia.
Okay.
I lived there for some time anyway. But let's take 2 more calls and call it a day. This is Forza on OKFM 99.5. We are here every Thursday 4 to 5 o'clock. Hello.
Yeah, Mataya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Austin Lama calling from Tugoro.
Briefly, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Yeah, Mataya. This year, when I see people sitting like bread, it gave me to feel bad. We don't want to go on the rain and sort of put the people to treat our record leader. Anytime I bring one for me for myself, we can put it inside. I'm more the look out of black or any stone or get share in a company. People put it inside today the do not do. We end up giving to foreign national on Nigeria. Okay, million dollar for that look out company. Yes, and our own foreign that was even on here. GDP give me loot of foreign and I could have done it. For all one kind of we will like
It's okay, brother. Take your time,
We
brother.
understand.
Let's talk to the last
We
person.
understand.
Hello.
Good evening, Matthias.
Let's hear you lastly, sir.
Yeah, Matthias, let me say thank you. Airtel anyway.
Airtel.
Let me say thank you. Let me say thank you for the show. And that is why okay is always okay for us. Now I want to say thank you because I want to say thank you to the management for this program because
This program, quickly for the disclaimer, this program is not OKFM's program. This program
Okay,
is
thank
owned
you.
by the Liberia Forest Media Watch and it's a paid for program. We own it. Liberia Forest Media Watch own the program. And that's why it presented its own presenters. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. But for the fact that Mara is on OKFM, so
Right.
I want to say thank you. And then you guys are doing well because some of these things we don't know. I remember a few years ago, there were during Manaseri time, there were a lot of money that was given by the Japan government to maintain our forest. But today, where you my home, where you Bapolo, go and see the law they have got everything.
Right.
They have made everything with cool. And today, these are things people living on because the government cannot provide the facility for the people. So at the end of the day, people have to cut these trees, cut everything down, and at the end of the day to make life out of it. So I'm calling on the government. I think they should be listening to this show. They need to find means to see how best they can maintain our forest because we are looking at the future. We don't know when can blow at any hour, any time. We don't want to put that blow at risk.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. And we call it a day to the joy. How would you like to close?
Wow, Matthias, first of all, the law should be the law. There should be no compromising. Somewhere in a report from Gedeh, there was a stay order placed on his Horizon logging company after they transported 2 million logs.
Right.
What gave them the audacity to come back into the forest? In fact, these people are not hustlers, they are thieves.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? They came to steal. And because a true hustler will come and hustle and maneuver his or her way positively, but not to steal. Secondly, Matthias, please give me a chance. Secondly, GT Bank, I hope they serve as a lesson to
It
you.
would never serve as a lesson to any local bank. They
Anyways,
would
I'll
not
stop
give it to
right there.
Liberian. That's it. That's how we go home on today's edition of the program. Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. Oh my God. My name is Matthias, and I'm always here with my colleague Joy Mademo. The program is brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Cimempo in Finland. Have yourselves a wonderful